this is a curious topic, and maybe it's just, something that I find to be a problem, and I'd love to hear from both Mark and Nancy about this. It was announced this week that Senate President Bill Ferguson has taken a job as Senior Vice President and General Counsel with CI Renewables, a Baltimore-based solar energy firm, and that he will be, quote unquote, mostly focused on transactional work rather than lobbying or making policy decisions. Mark, this company has contracts with Howard County, the University of Maryland, and it's trying to get additional contracts with the Maryland governmental entities. How then is there not a conflict of interest for him to be president of the Senate and be general counsel for this solar company?
Well, go beyond the contracts, and you're certainly right about that. Renewable energy companies are highly dependent on regulations. They get federal subsidies in a variety of ways. There are policies as to where they're able to sell electricity back to into the grid. I looked this company up in the last year or so. They've contributed, I think it was over $60,000. They're very politically active as donors, which is a pretty good marker of the fact that they are very dependent on politics and government for their business model.
Yeah, Nancy, I don't mind that, blame Senate President Ferguson for wanting to make a buck and improve his situation, but his political position by its very nature is advantageous for a company that relies on government contracts, government policy, and it's as its business model. I think he should resign from the Senate.
Well, that's why it's a good hire for them. I don't know how much of their business is Maryland-based, but green energy initiatives are politically important throughout the country these days.
Yeah, but it's putting the thumb on the scale for this one company.
Well,
I mean, it's really putting the thumb on, thumb on it. I'm sorry.
I think it's not a surprise that they would want him, and I'm sure he knows a great deal that he can, where he can add value. I think he's going to have to recuse himself from a certain number of relationships, and we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was disturbed by the fact that he said he's going to mostly work on transactional and not on legislative issues. I think he should do the right thing and take, go to the company and make some money.